Welcome to My Wellness Rewired, Hacking Women's Health. Join Larissa and Malerie as they explore biohacking tips for women based on the latest science and research available today. Let them help you unlock your best self. It's time to hack smarter, not harder, together.
All right, good morning. Welcome to My Wellness Rewired, Hacking Women's Health. We are two sisters focusing on women's health specifically, but we want to do it naturally and as in tune with our bodies as we can be. So we want to biohack and help everyone feel better within their own skin.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, we wanted to start this podcast because we're not doctors or scientists or anything, but we have a really big passion for this. And honestly, we just want to feel better and we want to feel better in our bodies. We want to do better for our families. And so we were like, this is such a huge issue and it's so underrepresented for women, right? That we were like, this is something that I think a lot of people are in the same boat as us. And we wanted to just create this community and a place to talk about it, what we figure out, what we experiment with, what other women are finding out. And it just is a place to just share women's wisdom, right? So my name's Malerie and my sister's Larissa, and we'll be your hosts on this show. And I was in the corporate world for, something like 17 or 18 years in the commercial lending and legal side of all that stuff, commercial real estate. But it's funny because every time I was working at these companies and these law firms and stuff, I was always on the health and wellness committees. They always formed a committee for bringing health and stuff. And I was always the person that was on that committee. So it's hilarious that this is really where my passion is. Right. Yeah. And so, but I'm married. I have 3 kids. They're very little. I've got a toddler still. So a lot of this stuff is just trying to figure out how to put things that's going to help me be a better mom and be my best self and feel the best, in the most just daily applicable, simple way possible. Right. That's my goal is I want to feel better, but I don't have that much time. Right.
Yeah. Time is definitely an issue.
Yes. Yep.
I am a teacher and I don't even want to say how many years I've been teaching because then that definitely dates me. But I've been teaching for over 24 years now and in elementary school. So I'm an elementary school teacher and I love my job, but it is definitely a labor of love where it takes a lot out of you and you're giving all day long to your kids, your students at school. And then you have to come home and be mom. And so I have 2 great kids and they are, one's in junior high and one's in high school, freshman. And so that's been a learning curve. Every time you get something figured out, then they adjust and they change. Right. But I do have to say, I'm loving high school. My son is a freshman in high school and I love that age because I was like, oh, you come back. Junior high, I lost you. Freshman, high school.
It's like the toddler stage for teenagers.
Exactly. It has definitely been a game changer for me. So I love that stage. But it is like you're burning the candle on both ends and you're trying to make everybody work and all their lifestyles work. And then you want to be a good example for your kids to live a healthy life.
Absolutely.
And then as we get older, our siblings have had issues with health and that has impacted us because we see what they went through and we're all young on the younger side when we started.
Yeah.
And so really diving into what we're eating and what we put into our bodies and what really does help you feel your best.
Right. And finding the root causes of things instead of just treating all these symptoms that, we're all having. We've all had issues with food, with our general health. It's just been crazy. I mean, obviously the American diet is insane and everybody is I feel like it's just being poisoned. The food, the highly processed foods and sugars, which is a whole thing we don't have to go into right now, but
we will eventually.
We will be going into this. So let's talk about what to expect in our vision for this podcast, because really we just got together and we always knew we wanted to do an adventure together. Whenever we get together, because we live across the country from each other, right? Larissa lives in California. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Kansas City. And so we just visit each other, a couple times a year we try to do. And every time we get together, this is all we talk about, right? That's why we started
trying. What's working out well for you.
Right. And I guess it's the same way with going out with girlfriends, right? Once you get to your 30s, the next day, I love the memes where you're like, hey, here's the brand of pillow that I use that makes my neck feel better. You got to try this supplement, right? Yeah. And so life just changes as you age. But for you and me, especially, I feel like we've just always talked about health stuff, and wellness.
And how to be proactive versus reactive. Because when you go to the doctor, you're being reactive to
Right.
to something that's happening. And so that is one source, but we want to try to be proactive. Like, what can we do to prevent that? What can we do in
Right.
our normal routines every day that is systematic and that actually makes you feel better in the long run over
Right.
time?
Reward to effort ratio.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time in the day to do all the things that are. So anyway, so our vision is that we put this together because we're passionate about it. We love learning about the, the latest research and the latest findings and things that actually work, right? Because a lot of stuff we've tried, like a few things that were like, I didn't notice a difference. Like,
And this is definitely going to be that space that you can try something out and everybody know your body, own your health.
yes,
Like, it
that
might
is our
work, what might
mantra.
work for me might not work for her. So it's like you kind of have to do your own experiment on your own body and realize, like, oh, that's not my jam or whatever.
Yeah, like we're creating a detective squad, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's like we're all detectives, we're all supporting each other and figuring out what our body needs because there's so much individuality between people that it's like what works for us. I mean, just between us, we have there's 6 of us girls in our family.
Mhm.
And everybody is so
different.
different about yes, like what works for them, like what makes them feel better, what makes them feel worse. And I mean, granted, our family's a mess as far as food goes. Like we have
And
so
what
many
we're
food
allergic to.
issues. Yes, there's a lot of allergies, which is what started us down this road. I feel like is all of the food sensitivities and just anyway symptoms. But so we just want to create this judgment-free zone. And there's so many people out there who are amazing in the biohacking community that really know their stuff. They've got the science down. They've got the professional background for it. And we're not those ladies, just so you know. We just are everyday girls who want to figure this stuff out in a practical, applicable level in everyday life.
It's
right?
like biohacking for dummies, pretty much. We're going to read the research. We're going to try it out to the best of our abilities and see if it helps us or not.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff that we've learned along the way that we're going to share.
Yes.
Through trial and error. So there's so much wisdom I think we can share, but it's in a very anecdotal way. But we do cite the science. Like it's got to be real, right?
Yeah.
But like, anyway, that's kind of just what we're thinking. And the reason why we really went with women, like women's health, is because of how underrepresented it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Women haven't even been included in clinical trials until 1993.
Right.
And like that just seemed like yesterday, like that. So not that long ago. And so it's like we're only included in clinical trials since 1993. Like that doesn't count. And women and men are so different.
So different. That's been the real struggle for us, right? Is we like everything's based on clinical trials of men, and women are so much more stress responsive. Yeah. Our cycles are just
a real thing because we're not stable all month long. Like men are like I don't want to say a flat line because
but like day to day
they're stable.
Yes.
And whereas women, depending on your cycle, it could be like you could be up and down within a week. It's every week or every day almost, like depending on the day of your cycle.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the stuff that we'll be talking about on the show. Like we're going to talk about cycle syncing and about working with your cycle instead of against it.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to be talking about all of the biohacks that are either affordable and readily doable, or the ones that are worth the investment because they have such huge benefits. Right. Yes. Like we want to just explore all of this and just see, where it takes us.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Malerie has started the venture. We both started intermittent fasting, and both of us lost a significant amount of weight after our kids and life.
It was a life changer for us.
And so that's been great. And so that was like a huge win for both of us. And we still do it to this day. Like it's definitely become a lifestyle. And then Malerie took the dive and her and her husband joined in and got a cold plunge.
Oh my gosh. So we tried our friend's cold plunge first.
Oh, you did?
That was the first time we tried it. And it was, I think he had it at like 43 degrees or something. It was, and I didn't know like what the ranges were. He was just like, try it. It's amazing. You guys have to try it. And he had tried to convince us to buy one the same time that he was, so we could like get a discount, and we were like, we're not going to spend money on this. We don't even know what it does. So he was like, just come over and try it. So we go over there and I get into this cold plunge at 43 degrees. I made it 2 minutes. And I know, like Joe Rogan, right? Like you see him like break the ice when he gets into the cold plunge. And I'm like, I am not extreme. Okay. I'm like comfortable, like PJ's girl. Like I didn't even play sports. I was like the head editor of the school newspaper. I'm nerdy. Okay, guys. I'm a big nerd. So Anyway, this was very extreme for me. And I got in for 2 minutes and I swear to you, like my fingers like froze like a claw. Like I was like a pterodactyl. Like, so when I was trying to get out of the cold plunge, I couldn't use my hands to get out because I was like frozen.
So there was no lead up. There was no like,
No, it was just like, and so then after that, I was like, no, I do not want a cold plunge.
that's the worst idea ever.
But my husband, Chris, it actually convinced him to get the cold plunge because
Oh.
he's an extreme guy. He was like big into sports, like he's very competitive. And so I think the extreme nature of it was appealing to him, right? And then when we did the research on all the health benefits, which we'll do a whole episode on cold plunging because
there's a lot.
Because I did eventually go back to it when we bought it.
She's actually convinced me like that maybe I should get one because of what we'll talk about like later on
In a future
episode. But it is convincing. So I'm like, ooh, and I am definitely like the turtle. Like I'm definitely like take it slow, like ease into it, like see how it is. And she is faster than I am. So her husband is faster than both of us. But and then she is, but it's probably with the support of Chris. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
you know, between you two, you're the sore one, and then between us two, I'm the sore one.
Yeah, right.
I definitely am gonna lean towards that now.
Well, you tried it yesterday for the first time.
I did try yesterday the first time, and I was very successful. I felt very successful. It does make you feel better. So
yeah, that's one of my favorite wins, I think, for biohacking. I think it was intermittent fasting is really where we got our start. And it was just out of
our biggest successes.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that one was just out of sheer desperation of finding something to make us feel better because, you know, all of the information out there, I feel like was so not working for my body. And it turned out that I needed to give my system a break once in a while, right? And so that was what intermittent fasting really did, which we will also talk about in great detail. And I think we have a fun plan for that one. We're going to do like a 3-day, 72-hour fast. And I think we're going to do episodes for each one.
Yeah, we've never done it before. So we're going to do it. And
which that has all totally different benefits than the intermittent fasting we did. That's really for like stem cell production and stuff like that. Now that we're doing a ton of research, we're going to become pros, guys. Yeah. Eventually we're going to be like, we are so smart in biohacking.
Or we're just going to know how to do a lot of research. Yeah. So, and this will be a forum where you have any questions, if you have any like things like you can put it in and we can try to help you like research it and do all that stuff because that's something that we love to do. And so because we are a community and we can learn together because it really is helping each other be more successful in life.
So we made a Facebook group for that. That's kind of where we want to, where we're pulling together women together to just who are passionate about the same thing or want to learn or just want to start to figure it out or be in a space that's just judgment free and accepting. So it's My Wellness Rewired Facebook group. Come and join. We do challenges, like we're going to do like intermittent fasting challenges, water challenges,
challenges.
Exactly. Yes. And then we're also just going to make it like just a supportive group because life gets so crazy as a mom and as a woman. And I feel like so much information is coming out now that like, I feel like the trend now is really focusing on women's health because it's been so neglected and it's becoming so clear how much we don't know about women's health that it's on the rise. But I feel like because of that, it's like a fire hose of information. And I think that you and I are really going to try to wrangle some of that into not just
siphon out the good and, you know, keep the good and siphon out some of the.
Right. And also just like, what can you actually use? What is actually practically in your life today usable and sustainable, right? Yeah. I think that's a very big goal.
Like what you get, like the biggest benefit you get.
Exactly, right. The cost to benefit ratio.
And I think women specifically, I feel like we give so much of ourselves to the people, our families and our friends around us that we're the last one to take care of ourselves. And I think that should be actually reversed. Like all women and moms and caretakers and all the different avenues that you have to really take care of yourself first so you can really be more helpful and be a better example to your kids. And you have to help yourself first before you can help them.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's something that we just by nature, it's so hard to do, right? Yeah. Because when everybody just desperately needs something, like your reaction is to put yourself last.
Yeah, to be selfless and like, okay, I'll take care of all of them. Yes. And then at the end of the day, when you have an hour or two to yourself, then that's pretty much all you get. And then by then you're so exhausted that all you want to do is do nothing.
Like zone out or sleep. which like, let's talk about some biohack fails. Like, I mean, we're figuring this stuff out, and so is everybody else. But I'm like, man, we should collect some funny stories in our Facebook group, first of all. But I think that it's been an interesting journey to figure stuff out. Like, I have not had luck with hydrogen water yet. Like, I just feel like that's
we're still on that journey.
I'm not feeling anything on that one, but maybe I'm just not using the right.
She was telling me on, maybe, or the tablets.
Yeah, I haven't tried the tablets, so
yeah,
we'll figure that one out. But I feel like that's kind of been a fail for me at this point right now.
Yeah. And your no screen before bed.
Yeah, like, I know it's good for you, right? Like, don't be on a screen a couple hours before bed. Like, it's better for your sleep quality. It's better for your brain. But man, that's the only time I have, guys. Like, what? Like, that's the only time I don't have kids, right?
And she's got little kids. Like, mine are older, so it's a different story. But hers are little.
Yeah, I got a 2-year-old. Like, my hands are full. And so I get home, like, I get them put to bed, and my husband and I go to bed, and it's like we just sit on our phones and like send each other hilarious TikToks. Like, that's our favorite thing to do. We're sitting next to each other, sending each other stuff on our phones, but then we like take turns watching them and like laughing together. So it's like a really big like bonding thing. Yeah. But I'm like, that's been a big fail for me because I haven't been able to give it up.
You know, you're supposed to not have screen time for 2 to 3 hours before bedtime to help, like not desensitize, but relax your brain and like get it ready to go into the sleep mode.
I'm terrible at it. I'm so bad.
So she's failing. I'm also failing at that one. My biggest fail as of this last week is she has AG1, which is like a greens, like lots of vegetables, vitamins, mineral drink that you put it in.
It's amazing.
Easy. And you drink one drink a day, and then you get all these natural minerals and whatever.
Right.
So then I went on and I was like, there's this other app where you can put all your vitamins and it will tell you what you need, and I love that. And it will tell you the quality of your supplements. And so, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, so I was putting it in, and it said like, because I am budget conscious, and so I was like, I want best value for my money, and so it listed all these alternative brands to the AG1, which is the expensive one. And so I got it. I was like, oh great, this is like a third of the price, and it gives the same benefits. So I was like, I'm gonna get it. So I got it. I was so excited. And I put a scoop in, and I did the whole mix. I shake it up and I drink it. I was like, I'm going to throw up. I didn't even drink the whole 8 ounces. I probably drank 4 ounces. And I am actually,
where you will eat anything.
Literally, I am the least
or drink anything.
I'm the least picky person ever. And so I'm always like, just suck it up. Like, go on. And, like that is totally me. I'm a camper, outdoor nature. Like, if it falls on the ground, pick it up. Like, I'm the worst when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. And even I was like, this literally tastes like cut grass. Like, it literally tastes like I just went out and mowed the grass and put it in a cup and I'm drinking it. And I was like, I can't do it. So then when I came here and then she had AG1, I was like, let me try it, just to compare it. And then it was like, this is delicious. So it's way more money, but
some things are worth the money.
I was like, this I could drink every day. My value powder drink, not so much. But before we do the episode on it, I am going to try it with coconut water. And
try a couple things.
Try a couple things. But
you bought it. Like, you got to use it, right?
True,
I mean, that's how our family is. You don't waste stuff.
No, you don't waste stuff. That's 100% true. So I might have to, I'll tell you in the next podcast what I come up with to make it drinkable.
Yeah. Yep. And I think early on, guys, what we're covering, we're going to talk about hydration, because that's been such a huge fundamental. Minerals. We're definitely going to be talking about the sauna and the cold plunge and
magnesium.
Yeah. We're just going to start with the stuff that along the way, we're going to cover some things that we already know. And then we're going to cover some things that we're learning about that we want to try.
Yeah.
Right. And then we're also going to be just reaching out to the community and just seeing what people want to hear about. So like we just want it to be very interactive, just women, just girlfriends talking, where like you can try something with a girlfriend. And if you have an epic fail, it's totally cool. Actually, that's kind of a little bit better because we love to share the
we've had lots of fails ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, it's, that's just who we are. Trial by errors.
But we are putting one foot forward and we are getting one step closer into understanding our body. So every single fail and success helps us to understand our body more. And so that you're like, this worked for me, this didn't work for me. You know what I mean? So it's like, it really does help us narrow our scope and understanding our own health. So then moving forward, we can help ourselves, we can help our kids, and we'll feel good about it.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that we really just want to carve out a way to optimize our own health,
Yes.
right? I want to optimize how I feel, and especially as I'm aging and then I'm seeing my kids grow up, I'm like, I want to be the best example possible for them just by modeling how you make it happen, how you take care of yourself and feel good in life and enjoy your time with your kids the most and your time with your family and the people that you love.
Yeah.
And then when you have a career that you're trying to throw in there and it's just chaos, like I think our goal really is to carve out a way to get the most for the least amount of work, right? Because we only have so much that we can give to ourselves in our life that's crazy. And so, and then we want to figure that out and we want to share it. Like we just really want to help women and support women in finding that place where they find the things that work best for them. But you need support to do that. Like you can't trying to do that alone. That's why we bond so much about it, is because
well, you got to talk about it. And then you
Yeah.
have to go back and forth on that. Like, did that work? Did that, like with the AG1, like it worked for you and it didn't work for me. And I'm like, crazy.
Yeah. And now she
Oh, wait,
understands.
it's just the brand.
Right. Exactly. So, and then I just think that when you have the cheerleaders at your back, you know what I mean? And I think that the community is going to be a big focus for us, that we just want to
positive, light, fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask questions. We can talk it through it. And
Yep. It's really fun to listen to hear from everyday women, right? Like we're not
trained in this field.
Right. We're not a celebrity. We're not
Yeah.
anything, but like every day we're figuring this stuff out and we all are having these struggles that I think so many women have. And there's not a platform to really be like, yeah, like these are struggles. And then also these are things that can help, right?
Yeah.
Or these are things to think about or to research, but you have to know your own body. Like nobody else is going to do that for you. That's your job. And then you have to own your own health, and you just need people to have your back and help you advocate for yourself. Right. Yeah. And so that's what I think we learned from our sisters, you know, because like we've had our share of health issues, but I feel like we have been blessed.
Yes.
As far as like,
we have our own support group.
Yes. And because like some of our sisters went through it before us, we were able to support them through it, but then also understand the early signs for us, like when we were having issues, right? Because as I started to have kids, you know, through pregnancy and nursing and babies, then my own health issues, that's when they really blossomed, was after I had kids. And I had so many issues, but I also had older sisters who had done a lot of research and figured a lot of things out already, that I knew how to handle certain things that I would have just been lost on. And that's the benefit of women's wisdom and sharing it, right? So that's kind of, I think, a big goal for us too on this podcast. Is just sharing wisdom and helping each other along the way. And helping each other succeed. I think so.
So whatever you're feeling, if it's brain fog or low energy slump or
inflammation.
Inflammation is huge.
That's a big one.
Yeah. So anything like that, like 99% of the time, a lot of other people are feeling the same way.
Yep, absolutely. And probably somebody in our large family has gone through it. So we got you, girls.
Even if it's just our immediate family, we got you.
Yeah, let alone extended. We're not going there. We're not going there. That's too big. We have a giant family. So we're just, 2 of 9 of just immediate siblings. So it's crazy. We are a crazy family. But welcome. We just want to say welcome. We're very excited to do this together.
Yes.
So, and we want to hear from all of you. So join our Facebook group. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like we'll be around. We want to just kind of create a voice in a community for everyday women who just want to learn how to feel better. So that's what we're thinking.
We are moms and we are working and trying to survive this crazy life the best we can. So why not have some fun along the ways?
A few laughs, get in trouble with your sisters, you know, like whatever floats your boat.
Whatever brings a smile to your face and makes you feel better doing it.
Oh, yes, exactly. So that's going to be us, My Wellness Rewired. We're rewiring the way that we think about health and the way that we take ownership of our own bodies. And we're
going to think outside of the box and not focus on just traditional ways to solve a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's been life-changing, I think, for us. Just that alone, like not looking just at traditional medicine, but also looking at all of these other things, right? Yes, the preventative and the optimizing your health that's, I think, it's just such a huge idea, right? That like has made such a huge difference in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. And we hope to see you in our group, in our community, and we will be back with episodes soon. So thank you for listening in.
It will be an adventure.
All right, you wellness rock stars. That's a wrap on this episode of My Wellness Rewired, Hacking Women's Health. We've had a blast dishing out the hacks and laughs, but hold up, let's keep it real.
Yep, we are not doctors. We are just sharing our biohacking adventures and learning right alongside you. Nothing we say is medical advice, so always, always check with your healthcare provider before trying any new wellness tricks.
Absolutely. This podcast is all about inspiration and entertainment, not prescriptions. So join our Facebook group for more sassy wellness vibes. Catch you next time.